Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. You know what? I'm going to mess this quote up, but hopefully you understand what I mean in spirit. Uh, I think it was from Transformers Extinction, where John Goodman's voiced Transformer says, "Party's over, meatbags." Well, it's not quite party over, but either way, break time is over, but the party's actually just getting started. So yeah, it's feels weird to have had a few days off in between streams, but that was because there was a show on Saturday. So it is good to be back in action. But man, it has been a busy Monday, and I got lots to catch you up on. So buckle up. I'll have a few things to go through tonight before we get into the action. But first things first, Chairman is already stopping in on Twitch, so good evening to you. Good to see you. Hope you had an okay weekend. Try to think what's going on for numbers. I got a few things, and of course, I've already misplaced my notes here. So, talking about the usual pilled things, thanks to Sheriff Hector and Maven, I think over the course of the last couple shows, did some sharing out of the show and red pills over there. Thank you for that. So, I guess to talk about numbers first. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting the basics. You know what? Let me tell you this before we get going. So, if you're new to the Rec Room, this is your virtual hangout for creative project updates, pop culture commentary, and deep dives into franchises that inspire any of the above. And I've got a lot on the project update side today, but today is actually a special episode. Some are well, all of them are special in their own right, but you know what? There's actually kind of a milestone thing related today because it's essentially happy birthday to the Hyperstream. It's officially 2 years old as of today. Now, I'm not really somebody who gets into birthday stuff, so think of it more as a milestone thing because it is hard to believe that 2 years has already gone by since we started. So I think by my best guess, I think it was April 7th when we kicked this off in 2023, and we're still going. So that's even amidst having to do hamster wheel stuff, but for the most time, it's still been pretty consistent. Now, I don't know what's going to happen later this year. I hope that God has something in mind for renewing the resource clock before things go sideways and have to throw a hamster wheel back into the equation. But I'm going to wait and see because there's some positive things going on. So let me show you what the breakdown is here. So I know I talked about this usually around New Year and then also around the anniversary time of the stream. So things are cranking, and thanks to all of you who have been part of this because this has been a huge reason which has helped make this possible because some of you are regulars and some of you are lurkers. Either way, regardless of what your preference is, this has helped keep things going because it's encouraging to see that people are enjoying hanging out and interacting. And it's just been a big deal. So we started at 0 a couple years ago, and we made it to 150 in our first year. So the second year, not quite as much of a rocket, and I think a lot of that was because of Pilled. Pilled is still in the lead. We've only gone up a few on Pilled, but Odysee and Twitch have been keeping pace, and it's crazy to see that Twitch has actually caught up to Odysee in recent months. Pretty close anyway. I mean, I think Odysee was doubled, so Twitch peeps, thank you very much for stepping up. And I know we've had some new follows on YouTube, but man, as you can see, YouTube is still a tough algorithm to crack there. It's as far as finding people that have the same interests that we do when we're hanging out. But either way, very cool. So I didn't put the overall number in here because I think we're at 225, so it was a nice, divisible by 5 number, but I've always taken into account the possibility of bots and things dropping off. So I think we're officially at 225. So if there's no bots, hopefully we'll keep climbing from there. So that's pretty much it on the number side, but let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Mission something. So the other cool thing, and the reason why we had a break was because had our, I guess technically second art show at Lance Cruz High School North in Macomb. I think it's Macomb, not Macomb Township, Michigan. And it went really well, so it's kind of cool to, keep working on stuff. And it was a really good turnout. So very pleased. I've got notes on all the stuff so I don't forget. But I'll probably still mess some stuff up anyway. But I really appreciate everybody that stopped by. Man, it's great not only just to move some copies of Ascendant Chaos, but actually talk to some people. Some people had some great recommendations. Got to meet some of the other vendors. Got some new ideas. One, for example, was that I ran into a vendor that was doing laser engraving and he was using Cricut to make these acrylic lights. And I'm like, ooh, that would look cool with an EMP logo on a table, or if we got some to sell. So it's cool to get new ideas. People made recommendations on the book publishing side, made some other contacts. So it was overall a fantastic day. Now, I kind of talked about some of the business stuff, like when we did the Fraser Art Fair a few weeks ago. And, it's still tough because you got to overcome your registration cost and any other side costs, which really the only other side cost is essentially lunch. Um, but we did better than Fraser, but at the same time, the cost was more than Fraser. So it's kind of still sitting at about this 80% way of breaking even. So hopefully, just going to be optimistic and keep moving forward. I hope those that picked up the book are now satisfied Ascendant Chaos owners. So I'm sure over time we'll find out. Maybe some more will join us and interact with us in the future because I think even one, we were talking gaming a little bit. So hopefully, over the course of time, um, and keep growing the audience. So let's see what else is going on. The other thing that was encouraging was that the show was completely, or was not a fluke compared to the first one. So in other words, if we've had two shows now where people have expressed interest, it means, okay, people are genuinely and still interested in reading and things like that. So, just to have one event, you could say, oh, it's a one-off, you got lucky. But thankfully, with a little consistency, it's been nice to see that stuff went well and people were interested. Also, huge shout out to Joe Palazzolo. He helped me out for most of the day, and hopefully in time he'll be able to help out a little bit more substantively if he's get some of his art ready, because he's working on some cool stuff that will be exciting to show you guys when things are ready. So let me take care of comments here. So Call of Stealth is also chiming in, says Twitch hype. Yeah, you know it. And Chairman's asking about Just Cause 3. No, not yet, and I better do that because I think we're down to 3 days. So I'll talk gaming stuff here. And speaking of gaming schedule stuff, gonna be a bit of a challenge here. So let me get you caught up on other show schedule stuff, which is already crazy. So Monday, as of today, has already been pretty wild. So on top of the usuals, which I'll do in reverse order here, we've already got two shows for April. Well, technically, the weekend was the first. We've got another one this coming weekend, which will be at Roseville High School. And also, as of today, it's not official yet, but I also found out about a local one-day anime con the following weekend. So that will be at a mall, and there's possibility of getting that signed on. So I'm still working on that. Also got our first official Comic Con lined up for May. That's a little bit of a smaller one compared to our heavy hitters, but I'm like, I don't care. It's officially a Comic Con. I'm looking to get into some of the pop culture crowd where some of our peeps are hanging out, those of you into games and comics and other things, because I have no downside to art and craft stuff because the people that organize them are absolutely awesome. I appreciate the audience and it's good to connect with people. But of course, I feel like there's going to be a larger audience. At least I'm hoping. I'm being optimistic that at least by getting into a Comic Con or an Anime Con, we're probably getting a little bit more of an alignment to, audience mutual interest. So it's been a busy day working on some of that. On top of Chapter 20 of Book 2 being underway for editing. And there's something I may say for later in the week, but a lot of people think of writer's block as being an issue when it comes to writing. I don't really get into writer's block as much as like I have more trouble about decision making. I'll save the content for that conversation for a later episode this week, because really what I've had to do recently is change the name of a character who's kind of been set in stone since the story started, but because of that being a critical character, I've had to, start changing some things now, because there's going to be some things in book 2 and book 3 are relevant to this character, and I didn't like the original direction, so I kind of had to split this character up, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But also got some editing done, and a full page day on revisions for editing was like 4 pages plus half audio day on top of show stuff. So man, it has been busy. And then let's talk pop culture for a second before getting into some Metal Slug. And so here's the downside in talking about schedule of the game stuff. So the good thing is I probably can't take on Just 3 yet, because we're trying to get through some other things. So I do intend to pick it up. I just don't know if we'll get it fired up right away. But Steel Seed was a game I was looking forward to this week. It was supposed to come out April 10th. Well, I just found today, I think they updated last week, it got pushed back by like 3 weeks. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we haven't really got to a completion point or like a boot point yet on Stealth Inc., because I was thinking about maybe substituting Steel Seed for being another stealth game on Thursdays. But if we got another three weeks, that buys me some time, especially with the shows going on. I'm probably inclined to say, yeah, that's probably a good thing that don't need another game when we're still trying to get some others finished. Well, that's pretty much it. Now, I guess my other, everybody hates my whipping post subject here. Well, I don't know if everybody does, but, just given how things are going. Based on the show this week and stuff I've seen in the media, my goodness, AI is becoming an invasive cancer, because I ran into a couple people who were making recommendations, and somebody was even talking about how he used AI to create a children's book, and I'm like, oh no, not to be rude, but he's trying to, make it as a suggestion and telling us like how great AI is to do all this, and I'm like trying to be very, diplomatic in the conversation. On top of that, I saw a music video which was entirely comprised of AI, and even some parody stuff. And on top of that, I've started to notice that full-fledged commercials are becoming AI. Like, and I had to do a double take on some of them because it is so subtle that usually what I notice is in the audio. It's the voice doesn't sound right. And I'm like, but the thing is, they're showing a person on screen at the same time. So I actually had to look real close at the person who was speaking for like an infomercial for some of these knockoff products. And as I looked, I noticed the background may have been cut out. So that part makes sense. Yeah. Stealth says hashtag seal. Yeah, I know where you're going with that. For your own safety, do not look up the Mountain Dew seal ad. Do not. Preserve the quality of your nightmares. Do not watch. A public service announcement. So the thing is, even with these commercials, the thing that was so subtle is the person, as they're talking, you'll start to see the thing animate. And the problem was the quality was so good that I almost wouldn't even have noticed. So that's happening even more so. So the reason I'm bringing this up, because again, this is going to start affecting the creative stuff we're into, movies and games and so on. But my biggest concern is what's going to start happening with AI is the deception. The deception and the obviously the offset of the workload for those who have the creative abilities. Now, I understand that some people are absolutely excited about this because with AI, it's putting stuff in people's hands to give them more ability to do much when they may not have had the skills to begin with, and it also makes sense from a business and economic standpoint. But what's also going to be a big problem with deceiving people, because the internet has already got a problem over the last 30 years of just so much stuff clogging the pipe. AI is going to ramp that up quite a bit. So it was interesting how much content I ran into over this weekend that was AI generated. So that's just my continual red flag. And to quote Detective Spooner from iRobot circa 2004, does thinking the last sane man on the planet make you crazy? Because maybe I am. And ironically, of course, iRobot has a lot to do with the artificial intelligence, but I mean, it is weird, that to have the mindset that people are not seeing the dangers of it, and I think there is some huge red flags on the way. But anyway, that's all I got for tonight, and I know there's a lot to get through, so let's obviously get on with some Metal Slug. So we are on episode 23, which I called The Next Sprint. I was thinking some kind of milestone name, because we're going to end up finishing another playthrough, but we went this entire playthrough and have not successfully done any challenges on this run. Leona was already finished, but we still got 2 challenges for Nadia, 1 challenge for Trevor, and I think what's going to happen is we're going to really need one of the other characters to help either get things in position for us or do other actions. So I think what will happen is, provided I don't mess something up, maybe we'll start a normal difficulty playthrough and probably customize the team relative to finishing some of the challenges. So it's kind of cool that the Hyperstream birthday happened on a Monday, which is our first official scheduled thing of the week. And I don't really have a whole lot to talk about for that milestone, but also that milestone plus doing another playthrough kind of went hand in hand, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, we're on some Metal Slug, and I'm not sure how much longer we've got on Metal Slug, if maybe I just go for the challenges and the unlockables. But at some point, we'll probably be getting close to doing a rotation here. So, game-wise, I know Call to Stealth is waiting on some Commando Origins. And Sherman, you got anything that you're waiting on, or you mostly just doing a lot of browsing? Or you get time for still putting time into Fallout?
Metal Slug Tactics.
So, Schnikes. So, apparently we are just ready to roll into Jupiter King. I forgot that I did both of those already. So, we've still got 2 dual hit assets, one of the airstrike assets, and everybody's at level 7. So, yeah, there's no more upgrades. So, my optimism of landing challenges during the fight are kind of nil. Alright, here we go. Radar jammed. You know, fight a giant super robot for some coin. Is there an echo in here? Is there an echo in here? Ugh, don't like that crew. So we got one of the red shield dudes this time, along with one of the shank guys. Woo, they really cut down our drop zone over here. It's interesting that there's single drop points. That's usually not common. Now, if he's going in the middle, we don't know which direction he's going, but either A, we gotta try to get the person down here over to get a hit on him, or a couple other people over here. I don't know who I want to risk and set up, because this area is far more crowded with the grenadier and the riflemen. Because if I put somebody down here, I don't want them getting stabbed either. Let's see here. Who's best solo? Probably Trevor with the knife. He could actually take that guy out. So let's go Trevor here. And maybe get Nadia and Leona working together here. So basically, if she gets her starting gun mine... I don't have the infinite ammo thing with her still. We went the whole game without having access to that, I think. She's not going to have the adrenaline right away either. Alright, so maybe the gamble is just trying to get one or two of these guys killed to get a projection from Leona. Alright, so we'll do that, and do that. And try to not overthink this too much.
Mission start.
Okay, so she's marked. Oh, and go figure, where we're trying to get to is marked. Huh. Alright, good. He didn't get marked at all. Okay, so my concern here is that... Leona's going to need to throw, but not get anything useful here. So I need to put her here, but she's going to be in harm's way with that guy. But if she does this... Oh, Leona's not able to help from that far. That doesn't help any. Oh yeah, she can't even hit him. Okay, so let's move Leona only one position, and then she'll actually be able to take on this guy as well. Delay. I forgot what this Rossi implants thing is here. She gets. Oh, that's right. She gets extra damage, I think, that way. Now he's done. Alright, let's start with Trevor's here. He's out. That's not a knife. Lots of knife. Alright, so Leona does not have the adrenaline to pull anything else out, so I guess we're just going to start here. Forgot, the overload is what? And consumes the mine. Let's not consume the mine just yet. We'll just go with this. And we should get an extra mine now? That's kind of weird. Now can Leona take him out? Not fully, because the projection can't really hit. She did get 2 adrenaline, looks like, though. Nope, no extra that way. Oh. Nope, not enough. She cannot take him out. She can only do enough with 6 damage here. Do I want to use the adrenaline? Not really. Might as well use the ammo, because we'll end up getting more ammo back. Oh, you know what? Gains a bonus. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. Now she can take it off. So she doesn't have the full adrenaline, but combined... It's morphin' time. There we go. What? How did I do 2 damage? Oh, I did 2... Oh, dang. At least I got a couple extra points of damage. I didn't realize the thing of the blast radius there, but that worked. And that at least means he's going to shoot at this one, because I didn't really want somebody standing here and get shot by him. Alright, so now, depending on which way Jupiter King goes here, we can either hit him with Trevor or hit him with the combo down here with these two. Yeah, rocket punch. Which way are you going? Oh, went right through. Still hit her. That's why I didn't want that. Line him up. Ouch. Well, that's right. Plus, he doesn't have the health to work with. Well, at least I got the reinforcements. Okay, I guess Trevor's on his way out. So Leona's back up to 4 adrenaline. Oh, must be from her kill. Okay. So I need at least 5. Oh, that one remained. Excellent. So that one became solid, so... That's what I like to see. I don't think Nadia's going to get the adrenaline here just yet. Let's maybe do this. She'll get +2. Might be able to call in another one. She'll be able to do 9 points of damage, hopefully. Nadia could move up to here. If I can move the mine on her, she can then get extra damage, I think, by consuming... Oh, she must have consumed it and get the extra 4 damage. That's why. That's why she still put one down there last time. Well, we can live with that. Let me think about this here. So if I have her initiate, we can actually maybe even put Gunbot on the scene here. No, I can't. I don't have the adrenaline. So I gotta move the mine. Alright, so she's still got an extra attack. Or, well, she would have got that anyway, yeah. So, Leona's gonna need an extra one. Trevor's got to get out of here. Preferably somewhere where he can't hit anything. Oh, he's got to get all the way over here. These guys are going to come after him. That guy will die. I don't know if he gets any bonus here, but he could take him out. Oh, he gets healed. Yes, we will do that. We'll take the extra health point. Vampire. Alright, so now if we get Leona with another... Oh, she won't get the bonus action, though. Ooh. I could move that one again so it remains. Because what I want to do is this. But that's only... if I got another one, I could do 9 points of damage. But if I put another one out there, it's going to delete... You know what? It may not matter. Let's just put another one out there. We're going to have to run probably on the next turn. That may do some damage to those guys. Okay, so now Nadia can fire, I think, here. And there's 14 points of damage. And do some damage to the other guys over there. Want to at least have a solid hit there somehow. Let's do that. Fireball. Fireball. So nobody died, so she doesn't get any adrenaline, but we did get the extra damage off of Nadia there. Okay. So the solid one's going to be toast. Is that it? Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. I'll be staying right here, thanks. See ya. Bonk. Oh no, not my hologram. Of course they brought more clowns in. Ugh. Okay. So, all three of that... Oh, it goes around. It won't actually protect them. Or, it does protect them, I should say. Alright, well, Trevor's not looking good for health here, so these guys are probably going to line up on him, which I don't like. So I may have to waste a reinforcement on him, because this is not... Yeah, that is not the peripheral one. Can I... Ooh, I could mind control, though. Can I get... If I mind control those guys. Need an extra action, though. Let's just see what happens if he goes over here. See, it's only going to hit one of them. I don't... It's like, do I just waste the reinforcement so he can get a stab on this guy? It's kind of like I might as well do that. Ooh, if I've got the... Ooh, there we go. He can get bonus actions all day long, keep kicking him. 4 HP, he can do this twice. And still have the bonus, and still hit him after. Trevor is like potentially broken, even though they did rebalance it. Alright, Nadia's chance of doing 5 damage here. She could potentially put Gunbot right in the middle of these guys. That's only 4, though. Dang it. And that guy can shoot at her if I do that. Alright, what's she gonna do here? This goes through them. Oh, man. Too bad I don't have the bots, because, man, that would be nice. Well, Leona can help out there. Yeah, before we do that, how can Leona help and get some projections out here? She's not going to be able to... That's not going to do anything for getting rid of him. Alright, there's got to be something better for Leona. Well, she could guarantee helping kill him. Well, let's see what happens if we do this. Okay, so one of them's dead. One's got 1 health point. Well, Leona should be able to then get at least 2 projections off of that. Yeah, let's do that, and then she could get 9 points of damage if we had a shot. Yeah, let's do that first. She hasn't used her action, so... Let's do that. I guess it doesn't matter which way we go here. Zap! I'll hit him. Does she get credit? Yeah, she does. All she has to do is participate in the sink and she gets credit. That's fantastic. Kind of broken, but we'll take it. Alright, so Trevor... Oh, this is only 3 adrenaline. He can do this 3 times. I was looking at the 4 HP, not the other thing. So if I go here and land here... There's 4 points of damage. Let's try that again. Oh, I can still land there. There's 4 points of damage. Oh, we can try that again, you say? Don't threaten me with a good time. There's another 4 points of damage. What? You're still not dead? Well, guess what? Now you can have another 8 points of damage. And I get a health point back. Alright. That wiped out his adrenaline. But 8 and 12. 20 points by himself. 3 or 4 attacks with Trevor. Alright, so Leona can now go. And, oh, she won't get the bonus if I do it this way. Can I do this from here? No, so I might need to do something else here. That only works on orthogonal directions, to use the big word of the day. I can move one of these and it'll become solid. She'll still have 3 left over versus doing, say, throw here. That'll hit the one guy. That'll bring out another... Yeah, we can get her 12 points of damage if Jupiter King wants to come back down here. Let's try that. They're all going to fire on him. Bye-bye. That guy's inherent shield is annoying. Just the fact he can't do any other chip damage to him. Oh, look, it's the bot. Expanding security ninny something or other. Alright, we are done. Let's get the show on the road here. Oh, shnikes. I didn't even notice that Nadia was taking a hit on that one. I'm dumb. I should have moved around to the other side. Yeah, he got burned. Where's he going? No, not the Trevor. Yeah, he's hurt. It's alright. We still didn't have to use a reinforcement yet. Come on all the way down here. No? Okay. Dang it. Alright, there's no other cover for Nadia there without stepping into that area. Don't like that. Well, that's a good spawn point for him. He's gonna die. So I can't get either of them to cover. Alright, we may have to leverage dual hit here before everybody goes down in a blaze of glory. So Nadia might be able to warp a mine. She can. If she can warp a mine, she can do extra damage, and then if we double it, it'll help. Leona's not going to do a whole lot here unless I do this. This will get 6 points of damage. I can bring another one in but not get an attack. She won't get any benefit there. She can move this one and gain a bonus image. So let's say... I guess the question is, can the thing... I think that thing can fire through teammates here. So she will get a bonus act. Oh, it's out of range. That would figure. How do you like them apples? So she could do 6 and kick off with Nadia getting extra... If we bring Trevor all the way over, if we can. Everybody's about to die. Trevor can't even get there. He's going to get shot by this guy. I have to get him, like, maximum protection here, so that'd be 2 and 2 for 4. That's the only option I got to get him enough adrenaline and survive. Technically, this counts. How can he not? He can't move here? It doesn't look like that's going to get shot. Oh, he's going to get stabbed by him. That's why. Can I actually stand there? No. Well, I guess that counts as cover. Why don't I do that then? Oh, that's still in harm's way, though. Or is he targeted? Is that why? No, it doesn't say he's targeted, but that spot is. Okay, I guess the best spot, next best spot is here with cover. Stab that guy, but he's still gonna get shot or hit by the other two. Yikes. I'll get 1 health point back. Ooh, Leona can get more adrenaline. Okay, we'll do that. And that, oh, there we go. Now she can get an extra 3 points of damage if I lead with her. Alright, so Nadia's got to work her mine in. Let's do this. And bring it right underneath her. Now, oh, that's right. I have something that keeps reducing the cost on all this. I keep forgetting about that. Gunbot, not going to do us a whole lot of good at this point, is he? Gunbot would give her the weapon. Gunbot doesn't activate on sync, though. Nah. I can let her fire on her own. Yeah, I'll get another shot with her. That's our moderator stepping in, taking care of the bots. Thanks, Chairman. 5 damage to all, but it's just her though, so that's not as much. Nah, I'm not that concerned. All right, I guess we'll lead with Leona here. She can do this one and get 9 damage. There's 17 without Nadia going yet. Let's do that. Oh, and I should have double hit. Nah, if it's only basic weapon, it'd only be Nadia. Oh, but then they still get to go too. Oh, the other one may not be able to hit though. Okay. Alright, now Nadia can go. So I can do... Can she not hit him? 6 or 8. I guess I'll do 8. Chairman doesn't like the bots. Yeah, well. So come with the territory. Alright, so they're going to take damage, so we're heavily in reinforcement mode here if things go sideways. Alright, everybody's gone. Huh, interesting that guy went that way instead of hitting Trevor. Yeah, alien zombie mutant thing. Oh, of course he'd block from right there. The projection's still active. I don't know what to do about that, but whatever. Not sure what my choices are here. Leona's not going to be much help in that situation. Leona can throw over the top to hit him or to hit him. This guy's how much? 13. Yeah, that's insane. Can't move her into cover. If Leona were to help, she's going to be at risk of getting hit by him. Ooh, she could at least finally bring in a projection this time. And maybe help out here. So if Leona... Oh, there was another one. I screwed that all up. Sure. That's only another 6 points. That's not good. Alright, Trevor, can you help out in any way? Let's maybe get rid of one of these. See, I don't think this is going to work at all. Oh. You can actually do that from here? That'd be a sync hit, maybe? Oh, if that syncs everybody up and he can keep going, we're doing that. There's 7. Oh, so they actually just worked their way around the clock there. Alright, she's now got more she can do. Okay, that worked out really well. Except Trevor's in harm's way, though. You know what? We're going to have to finish him, then. Let's see here. Alright, use his last adrenaline. Oh, he can finish him. Trevor for the win. Okay, that way he's not going down. And they're going to get healed. Still didn't need reinforcements. No wonder they tried nerfing that thing. Not the problem with it being so overpowered. I mean, Ares is so seemingly so much more powerful too, and yet all the stuff with Nadia is so much more difficult to get set up.
Supply drop.
Supply drop. Heavy machine gun.
Get ready.
Alright, so now we gotta set them back out there. So they're all almost within 1 point of full. Of course, this is a terrible configuration because we're right in a hot zone, so he's going to destroy this on the first turn. Trevor's the only one without adrenaline. So Charit says the account was made on April 6th. Well, that's actually pretty old compared to some of them. I think there was one that we got rid of or did a follow. Had only been alive for like 2 hours. Yeah, they keep auto-creating this stuff and just... I'm sure... I don't know if they have an algorithm that is able to navigate live stream pages. That's all you would really need. Then it just goes in, you know, has screen grabs, and then just finds the chat box, and then just drops the stuff in there. So I don't know how Twitch can't really figure out a way to beat that though through email confirmation or something, because that's a lot of generated email accounts to try to prevent those from being actual users. All right, I don't know if I care about any alternate configuration here.
Start.
Ugh. So we got to move out of there and not pick those areas. All right, so I think Trevor can come back here and wreck this guy. Get cover in the process. That's not Trevor. I said Trevor. All right. Is there any way that she could get her gun bot to leverage so we could get 5 things hit this turn? She could hit 1 or 2 on a sync. Gunbot maybe, but nobody else is close enough, even if I have the lizard out there. Or can I do 9 damage with mines? It doesn't seem like it. Let's put her in cover. No. I am goofing it all up. Get everybody as much cover as possible here. So they can sync up and do something useful, hopefully. Let's see where I can put Leona. Not anywhere useful. I guess I'll just keep her right on the edge for the next turn. Alright, so what if I do this? Takes care of a little bit of the problem. the extra damage. Consume the mine. Actually, the mine is still there. Oh, well, she probably would have got another one for the kill. Alright, Trevor. Let's do the slasheroo. There we go. Oh, ooh, look at that. I didn't know that was a thing. Everybody gets a health point. You get a health point. You get a health point. Everybody gets a vampire health point. You have to nickname Trevor to Oprah Winfrey. So basically, everybody that's involved in the sink. It's kind of funny that the shadow doesn't need it, but that's okay. And she damages him. Wow. There we go. Well, none of those are really going to be solid, but that's okay. That was a nice maneuver. Alright, so what can Nadia do for us? Maybe she can pull out the bot now. Nobody's got enough health points for me to get the 9 damage off the mine. I would have to, like, do this extra action. I can't get... The problem is I can't get extra actions to chain the mines like I do crazy damage with Aerie. If I drop the mine on top of his location, he still wouldn't be dead. I could... What if I deployed the Iron Lizard over there? See, if it says 1 turn, I would usually think that it's got to be like in one go, not throughout the course of everybody chiming in. Alright, Iron Lizard, sorry for the sacrificial play here, but actually you might survive this. Because it's only 2 enemies. Ooh. If the after image is in effect, does that create another after image? No, it's only if Leona's active. Okay. Oh, it did die, but it created a mine. Okay. That might help. She's still got one more action, though. If she uses Gunbot... Well, she would get another action now. Okay, now that I'm on a mine here... I would need Gunbot, though. Gunbot's the one that can create an extra mine. I can't do 9 damage. Nobody's got enough health. Dang it. Alright, lost cause. Enemies are too squishy. Alright, I don't see anything else she can do here unless I want to... Let's try something here. Let's warp this to here. Let's see if it does anything to Jupiter King. Might as well test the knowledge. Alright. And she can still keep doing moves. There's nowhere to put Gunbot where he's not gonna... Well, let's put Gunbot up here. Okay, so she essentially can keep chaining stuff as long as she's standing on that. Is this... Yeah, she's getting it from the passive ability, which is fantastic. Okay, Gunbot, you're gonna sit tight. She's gonna sit tight. We're gonna just... this never-ending turn going here. He has to set it on fire before he kicks it down. No, he didn't go to the side. Hey, don't shoot Gunbot. He couldn't even make it far enough to hit anybody. Yeah. Alright, the fire should go out though, right? Fire didn't go out. Look. No, she's targeted though. Okay. as much as I want to move her here, I'd rather have Trevor do it because he's up close. You can get a nice, decent swing. She can still probably hit from back here. Now, if I have everybody go twice, Trevor's going to get 16 alone. Leona's going to get... not... Okay, she can't hit. That's 12 just by activating everybody else. Man, this is going to be destructive if I can get this all set up correctly here. Not too concerned about anybody getting shanked at the moment. Okay, so let's see how Nadia can set this up for us. You know what? I didn't even consider that the double hit. Don't have enough enemies, though. I was going to say, if I can get the 9 damage or get 5 enemies, there's not enough. 5 enemies are close enough. Alright, let's warp this over to here. Ooh, she's out of adrenaline. Oh, no! No, Gunbot can do it. So I give him the photon thing. If he drops a mine, he does not get dynamite. Okay, so he's going to have to do this. Probably not going to get an extra action, though, does he? So he can still shoot. Alright, Trevor's going to get 2 hits. Nadia is not going to get any hit, though. Alright, so let's put the crazy thing here on Trevor. Okay, now let's have Gunbot initiate. I think Gunbot can initiate the sync, but he can't join the sync. What? Now he can't hit? Come on, Gunbot, what are you doing? Oh, that's gonna miss, that's why. Ah! Boo! He still has a move, though, so let's say... move here. Oops. Oh my, there's 34 points of damage off one swing. Trevor can probably still do another 16 after. Here we go. Game time. Great. Call the stealth, try to pawn off like some 80s looking hat. I said game time. I can't believe I just thought of that. Alright, starting with Gunbot. Here we go. 1 hit. 2 hits. Trevor. 1 hit. 2 hits. Leona. 1 hit. 2 hits. 1 hit. And that's it. Okay, so that was without Nadia or a second hit from the after image. Trevor, though, I think it's for the turn. See, look, another 16 points of damage, and he'll get a health point back. We just took it down 50, and we still go a couple more, possibly. Leona's got 18. She can't get a synchronize, per se. Oh, actually, she won't get her action if I do that. So, this is going to miss. Yeah, let's not do that. I could do... See, this is going to miss as well. That's going to miss. Okay, so all I can do is throw 2 more Molotov cocktails. And do another 4 points of damage. That's not bad. 54 points of damage on 1 turn. And Nadia still hasn't gone. I'd have to park the lizard out there, but that's kind of... I can't. I have to hit Trevor. Yeah, let's totally kill Trevor. Let's not do that. Can I magnetize Trevor? She is standing on a mine. Move him over here. Now, she can fire this. For another 16. So that apparently counts double as well. Oh my goodness, we almost took this thing down in one cycle. Wow. Okay, so really Leona is going to take some damage, and I don't know where this other Shanker is going to go, but that's about it. I could just... Oh, you know what? I could have just airstriked him. I could have finished him, because that would have been 10 points. Yeah, I'm not even concerned about you guys at this point. Is that all you got?
He's just a little guy.
Since I can't keep the assets anyway. He's got 10 points of damage. Airstrike does 10 points of damage. Let me run into the hot zone here. Does Trevor need to be lined up, or is it just a matter of... Bye, Morden. If that doesn't count as an action, I could have done it on the previous turn. Get wrecked! Oh, it's over for now, again. So a boss was in there. Yeah, it's kind of switched. There's times when O'Neill's been the one up in the helicopter. Still don't get the coins remaining bonus. Okay, so the usual recap. So Leona, unsurprisingly, had the most frags and the most sinks because of the after images. So Nadia, low on the totem pole there with least amount of frags. Trevor, I guess it makes more sense because of his shinobi thing. She died twice, he died once. So we did all 4 regions. We fought Picard. So the 15 is kind of normal, I guess, just doing 3 in a boss per. And yeah, the 9 coins, so I guess 77. So not too much of excitement here in the recap, but the next thing here is going to be figure out what the setup's going to be to try to get these challenges done. And I guess we'll finally see what the next difficulty looks like. Not done reading what? Oh, possibly talking about spoiling a book. Oh, studying the code. Correlating being a cover girl with a brainless ditz. Why would they do that? You have the minimum basic skill level required for your job. Great. Okay, so we are back at base. Essentially, hang out here and figure out what's next. There's not really anything to buy till we're in the mix, but so let's take a look at. I think Margaret's got the stuff we want to look at here. So my suspicion is that I want to go with. Oh, Marco's got 2 pay-fors here, so we got $200. Theo has 2 pay-fors, so we may have, if I want to go with the 2 of them. See, the thing is, what I'm thinking is most necessary here is Theo having the nudge for getting enemies into place so bots can do something. What does this do? The next unit's synchronization will use their special weapon. That's interesting. You can activate that. And what is her... I guess I'll have to look see what her special is, because that changes. After using an action, the unit gains a bonus action. So can she apply that to others on the team? Because if she can, that's kind of what I need to really ramp things up with Nadia. If I get it, of course. Oh, so we've used overheating. It's kind of like the shotgun thing there. So what does this do? Each time the unit moves an enemy, they trigger the sync attacks of allies. That's kind of cool, too. I don't know if that'll help with what we're going for, but it doesn't hurt to have that stuff available. So what does this do for nudge? Each time the unit moves an enemy, they apply haste to that enemy. Next time the unit is attacked, the attackers gain a bonus move. Yeah, we're going to need her for regen and stuff too, possibly on difficulty boost. Okay, and what about Marco here? If I can remember to not exit out of that menu. So, Marco moves an ally in range to a tile adjacent. So that's kind of similar to what Clark and Ralph have going on all day long. So there's the usual do damage, bypass cover kind of thing. Ricochet, doesn't seem all that fantastic. This is, that's the airstrike version. So he basically gets the same as an airstrike now at this level 2. Okay, so this is kind of what I was thinking of, but this is not really what I want. Just to get an extra hit. See, we need to do damage to different enemies. Or 9 off of mines. Where's the marching thing? Forced march, bonus move. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, is there anything over here then? That reduces the cost of stuff. Recover HP. Bonus. But that's for him, though. Synchronizations usually increase damage. So gains 1, get dodge. So basically, you can keep bringing stuff down once it's at 0. So what I need is, like, somebody's ability to grant an extra action. Maybe there isn't. Because he's got all this 0 cost stuff, but that's mostly for him. I thought... See, I was thinking it was the forced march, and that's not going to cut it. Let me see what else. So he's got the... Well, most of his are the same, except he's got the ricochet and some of the others. Now, we have not used... We might have used something... I can't remember if we did a second playthrough and used that one. We've not done this yet. So that'll add some variety here. Don't want to rely on Aerie here if she's got... Unless she's got something to help with Nadia's issue here. She gains a bonus action. Alright, Nadia, is there anything else you got we can unlock here to help with this? Gotta figure out how to do this. Reduces all damage dealt. That doesn't help. This Energize was a big help. I gotta have Energize if I run across it. Hidden Bomb. I've not used this, seen this yet. Contribute to a frag. Killed enemies deploy a mine at their position. Okay. Adrenaline. Slow. So this would be huge too. So Aftershock would be all, you know, start putting a ton of mines out there. Keep sinking other stuff. So that's the bonus move one. Synchronization. What was this? Or getting a mine for sync. So there's a lot we can do here. This does not seem helpful yet. I guess I'm not quite sure. I guess my thoughts of who I picked. Theo still could be relevant here. Theo's nudge ability could be helpful. Plus bringing out regeneration will help just passing on normal difficulty. But nobody else has the kind of manipulation stuff that I'm looking for from extra actions. It stinks. Trevor's stuff, you know, again, he needs... I don't know. I'm at a loss. Okay, so I think the plan here... Go Marco, Theo, and Nadia. And see if we run across anything else helpful here. Alright, we'll unlock anything relevant for them. So she can get a bonus. No, not Erie. Theo. You could move... Well, bots don't synchronize, so that's not going to change too much there. Targets an ally with a special action, that gains a bonus. Was there anything to target and gave them an action? Bonus move. Here we go. Special rush. Each time the unit contributes to a frag by using a special action... Wait, no, that's for her, though. That's passive. That's on her. Dang it. Alright. I don't know what else to do. So Nadia, we could also unlock this, but I don't think that's going to help the current situation. So, okay, so the plan is, as mentioned a couple times already, not much to see here, I don't think. I'd have to spend a lot of time digging into all these to figure out if there's anything in the action sense that will help, but I don't know if there's anything that would do that. Oh, you know what? I can still unlock Marco. Let's look at Marco's and Theo's loadouts if we got some we haven't unlocked yet. So we got this one for 16. So we use this one. So that one wasn't bad. So that's got... Oh, it doesn't have the nudge. So we may want to go with this one. It's got the nudge. That is fantastic. I probably forgot about that. It's actually going to use a wrench. It's my weird abstract way of playing. So this has got, of course, infinite ammo and a grenade launcher, which you can shoot and nudge. So I think we want that. We should have the coin here. Marco, this would be ricochet. Instead of... Which one was this? Salvo. See, the salvo's the +1 hits. Eh. We might still be able to find that one out there. 2 damage, range of 4. That's kind of junk. Laser ammo and max sync. I almost want to go with the basic thing. Damage of 4. See, that's a damage of 3 and a range of 6. And the grenade, I don't really want to go with the grenade. Alright, I'm going to keep it basic for Marco. Theo will unlock this one. Alright, that's the plan. Alright, so Marco first with the classic. Then Theo with the unlocked one. And then Nadia. Ooh, I didn't check her stuff. Oh no, I backed out.
Metal Slug Tactics.
Oh, another one. Agents everywhere. This guy's like... Well, I guess what this guy went through with training, he's a little paranoid. I've asked too many questions. I read too many classified documents. It went from... There's one camera to multiples. Okay, so I gotta go check Nadia's loadouts here. Oh, that's not Nadia. So this is the one we just did. It was okay. Damage not stellar. That one's cost too much. We can't afford that now. So do I want to start with the Gunbot or the Iron Lizard? The Gunbot can drop mines off the start, so I may want to go with Gunbot. No, we use this one. Oops. So the question is Gunbot or Lizard. Lizard's more helpful for doing damage to 2 enemies or more. And the fact that thing did no damage on the pistol, so that'll at least do 4. Alright, yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna take a quick break before we get started here. So Marco, Theo, double hits, and Nadia with Colonel Mustard in the lab with the iron rod.
Nadia.
Alright, there we go. So let me get this started, and then... Okay, so now we're finally going to bump the difficulty up. We have finished 4 playthroughs here, or 5 playthroughs on all 4, and doing 1 each of the others. So this will be interesting. I don't know if we're getting anything different, but... More challenging waves, new advanced enemies, and slightly greater... I mean, so it's like, oh, are we just going to get more coin, or is there anything else of benefit? I don't know. Alright, but sit tight. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, first time on a normal instead of easy. Interesting, so step 1 of 3 to defeat Picard, so it's still doing the same thing before. Oh, you know what? But it's blinking off the start. Was it blinking off the start the first time? That part I don't remember, so that's what I was kind of wondering. Now that we've defeated all of them individually, because I think it did step 1 out of 2 last time. So let's go here first. See what happens. Gotta keep it fresh somehow. Yep, so she's... Yeah, see, she's already on the map. You know what you need to do, but yeah, remind me anyway. Yeah, this is interesting. So she's... So I don't know if this is just because of the difficulty setting or because we've completed. Alright, so we can't get to her yet, so we can build up first. So probably want to go here anyway. So if I do that, though, am I stuck? Yeah, so if we're starting here, we gotta go 1, 2. Or 1, 2, 3. See, we're gonna have full ammo, so that's not super helpful yet. But getting a lot of coin plus an asset versus a weapon mod. If I were to go 1, 2, and then 3. Silver coin and man, oh, you know what? I can still do this anyway, and then go 1, 2. Yeah, so why don't we go down here first, get everybody skilled up a little bit, and then and whoop on statue idol lady. Psycho. Kill all enemies. Okay, contribute to 3 frags on targets with Nadia. Oh, great, great. So we got targets on this one. And there's a plant springboard. And of course, we're fighting natives early. Oh, that's always a good time. And 6 health and 9 health. Ooh, she might finally be able to get her mind stuff going. Alright, so 3... contribute to 3 with Nadia. And now we're... I don't know how the difficulty is going to go up. If we're dealing with more enemies or just increased health, increased damage. Possibly increased damage. How much damage are these guys doing? 3, 5, that seems normal. 3, okay. I don't know if I want to spawn down there. That's kind of dangerous. Oh, we can start up here. Yeah, maybe we'll start up here if we can. Make somebody run like a chicken from down here. Or Nadia can start there. Oh, she's not going to get any adrenaline, though. This guy's just going to sit there and do nothing for a minute. But he's also a target, so she can work on him. Hopefully they don't get reinforcements if I gotta kill everybody. Marco's probably the most robust. Maybe, there's 2, 3 targets down there. 2 targets. She's gonna have to come down and help out with one of these. Who's most likely to survive? So she's not killing anybody unless she can get Gunbot out on the, or the Iron Lizard out on this turn, because that'll do 5 to him. So she can start there. She can't reach that. That's interesting. Ooh, you're saying she can get all the way down here and get to like 6? Man. It's like, doesn't make any sense why sometimes we get good adrenaline runs and other times we don't. Yeah, because I run down there, put Iron Lizard in. That's crazy. She could actually get right in the middle of those two. How much health you got? 6? She got Iron Lizard plus a hit from Marco. I guess I might as well do... Well... Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, Marco, where are you going? This guy could hit from over there. And if I put Fio up there, can she help out? Yeah, we'll figure out a way to start doing multiples here with Fio. I don't know how this is going to go. We're going to try it anyway. I don't have a finalized plan.
Mission start.
Alright, so she's got to move first anyway. Guess she can help out from there, but that's how much adrenaline? 6? Oh, that's telling me she gets 7? That's just crazy. If I could move both of these, would be fantastic. But I think I may not quite cut it. Let's do this. I don't see a way for Marco to hit both unless he's standing at the wrong corner here. Okay, so Fio can do this to him and put him here. Let me make sure Nadia can bring in the Iron Lizard. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. What am I doing here? Okay. This should take care of 2 out of 3. Hey, enthusiasm. Everybody's having a good time. Okay, so Iron Lizard, you are up next. I hope that counts. Oh, I didn't get to synchronize. I didn't. He's done. So that's one. Oh, he might die. That might count for another one. So if he does this, he's... Ooh. What if he does this? Who's got more damage? He's got 3. So he got 2 hits. That's 2. That's a junky weapon. Alright, so maybe if he does this... Oh, but he doesn't gain bonus action out of that. 3 hits or 6. Oh, almost. That's not going to cut it either. Well, let's trim him down anyway. Maybe if he runs toward the mine, he'll be okay. Theo can still move. She moves there. He's got to come by the mine. Maybe we'll just try that. Okay. Play the decoy. Yikes! That was not a good idea, stand next to that. Okay, that did not count. Maybe this once it's over. Oh, there goes the native. It's gonna heal somebody though. Yeah, it didn't count. Dang. How much health does he have? Man, he's gonna die. Alright. And he's got 9 also. Yikes. That's 4. That's 4. Theo's not gonna be able to cut it. Marco can't get past him. How much damage does that do? 2 hits. 4 damage and 4 damage. Not enough. I mean, Marco could give the salvo to somebody. Yeah, make that guy run in here. Give him more adrenaline to bring, yeah, let's just keep everybody down here. Theo can do this again. Except he's going to be at 9, so we need more than the Iron Lizard this time. And Marco needs to be able to shoot 2 different guys here. Don't want him getting hit by the drone. Let's do this. +1 hit per attack, so that could do... Let's do that. Okay, that should be it. Alright, so drone... Sorry, little guy. Sacrifice play yet again. Marco can't hit him? Why is Marco not synced up? Thing's got junk range then, apparently. Wow. Oh, he's gonna die again without... This is proving complicated. He's gonna do damage to somebody. Well, I guess if he's gotta run this way. Man, she's still gotta kill two more guys. Because this one's not gonna work. Everybody's so weak! He's a lightweight. See, it's not counting that for hers. It's like, it's her mine. Alright, if I have Theo drop this guy on the mine, I would just leave him. And then if I have her in position to shoot him, he's got 5 health points, right? Yeah. So that should work. Oh, I can't. Seriously. Alright. I have to move Theo up to here. Let me try this before I move her. You seriously still won't let me? Is it too far from his position? Good grief. I should do damage of 4, but somebody else has to help. So, who's got grenades? Theo's got the grenades. So, if she's standing up... Oh, she can't get up there! Well, do this. Can go Iron Lizard every time. Let's make sure this works. Why is he only doing... Oh, I'm thinking he's doing 5 damage. Alright, redo. See, that's part of my problem is I'm used to him doing more. Alright. Not good. Well, let's see if I do this. Theo's going to be in harm's way. Why can't she move? Oh, it's because I'm up there. There. Now, if she... Grief. Wait a minute. Wasn't there a mine here a second ago? It didn't... Oh, the mine went with the reset. Chairman still lurking? Yeah, cool. Yeah. Not anything too dramatic here. This is proving complicated. So if she takes a shot first, you know what? Could have her. Can't move him in range anywhere. If I drop him on the box and kill him, it's probably going to be like, not going to count it either. This might be a lost cause. Is he dead? He's dead. Okay, so does this count? Should have had Marco shoot the box probably. Oh my goodness. Jeez, there's now no longer enough enemies without resetting. That's crap. Gonna keep her out of harm's way from the hatchet man. So the mines didn't count. Lost a mine. Couldn't get anything over the box. No XP for you guys. Scrubs. This is not a good start. Alright, who's got the laser? Nadia? Actually, I don't know if I want her there, so I'm going to shoot a laser from this side. That's probably going to hit Theo. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. It's more of a shotgun. Oh, that's going to hit Marco. I don't want to do that either. Alright, he's done. Why can't Theo hit anybody here with her? Okay, so everybody's way out of position here. She needs to be here. No, she needs to be here. Okay, there's a sink. Now Marco can help. There we go. There, they're all dead. Oh, good job there, Theo. So that just leaves... Oh! She's down to 1 out of 3. Okay, I don't... 3 frags on target. Okay, so somehow the game caught up to itself there. Unless it did the other person and I didn't notice it, because neither of those had targets on them. Alright, now we're still in reach here. Move Marco out of harm's way, perhaps. Come get some, fire breather. Ah, he's got quite the throw. Alright, how much health? 5. So 4, so she's just got to contribute. So if she gets the initial hit, Marco can sink in, he's done. And leave a mine on the way out the door.
Victory!
That better count. Good, we got it. Cool, we're right into level 1, so 3 and 2, 1 and 3, 4 and 2.
You're great!
Oh, tactical strike off the start, huh? Can't say I want to pass that up, but that's pretty costly. Only comes down by 2, but again, his ability helps bring the cost down. Random reduction. No, I'm going to start with a tactical strike there. Alright, so Theo's acupuncture is pretty big by healing up there. So overheating's helpful. That's kind of the the usual fare of do damage if successful, get action. But again, starting at 4, everything is weak prematurely there. Next time attack, +2 damage. You know what? I'm trying to think if that would be helpful. So +2 damage if... sorry, my brain's like really trying to think here. The idea is we need 9 damage with mines. If you apply this before, like, say, warping a mine onto the player, or the enemy, that would reduce the necessity from 9 to 7. We also got to have a level, something with 9 health, but Nadia doesn't have her abilities yet. So this is cheaper. I do want the acupuncture. Oh, that's not the healing. That's the defense. I want the healing one, preferably. I mean, because this is really good, but this is not relative to getting the challenge. Okay, let's go with the lock-on. Tesla ammo is the one that would have really helped. Team player, extra adrenaline. So if we do, so if you do the photon swap on her, they all get that. Oh, maybe that's how it was before. It was just putting it down in their ability. And it didn't really help us all that much. I think the Tesla ammo is probably more helpful here. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, tell us more about the car here. Glorific mission. I didn't know glorific was a word. Create more weird summoning chance. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so now the plan was to go here. Get some coin. Who could be dumb enough to fall for Morden's propaganda? Yeah, you know, about 30% of the population.
Get ready.
Alright, so what are we dealing with here? We just did 3 frags on targets with Nadia. 4 turrets, so it's a survival one. Alright, there's a spawn point, there's a spawn point. So I'm a little less concerned. I really wanted the XP. So we'll try this and keep everybody down here. We got no targets on this side, though. But if I put everybody in the midst of targets... Who's got the more health here? 6 and 6 and this other dude here. So we got 2 spearmen and 2 shooters. And I would need to get the adrenaline to get, like, say, the Iron Lizard there. She can get unlimited ammo by taking a shot here, but we need somebody else to probably help out. But this is also a survival one. And we can start behind cover. That's interesting. I'd rather make the enemies come to us, though. I don't like these guys being so close, so... Marco can do 6 damage with this on this guy. Drop him. Let's maybe do that. Or do I want him over here? He's got 9. I'd rather have him help out with that one. Well, he could help. No. Actually, we'll do that. 1 damage for 2 hits. Blech. So somebody's going to need to walk over here and hit him. And then does she get anything for helping out? Probably not. Alright.
Mission.
Slow walking this one. Alright, so I think what I want is Marco to come here. I'll take 3 bullets on this, but he's done. comes here, can she finish him? Probably not. No, gonna need some help there. That's a problem. Can she get the adrenaline, though? Probably not. Alright, what if Fio does this? Still leaves him with 2. Fio could just Fio move. Oh, nope. Oh, I got it. She can move after. Oh, no, she only gets the move. How does she get her move? Special action, which she can't do yet. Nadia can still move in range. We'll figure it out. Alright, yeah, she can just run over and tag him. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. He's going to have to move all the way around, but Native is either going to be in the way, or he'll get the shot, and then Native can't get any closer, so we'll figure it out. This is the fly by the seat of our pants mission. Oh, didn't hold that long enough. Oh, he's got the shot from back there, huh? Yeah, we're going to block the shot from the other guy. Alright, we... really? We're getting reinforcements? That's fantastic. So if Fio were to help, we got 2 targets there. Fio could move one of them back. So the lizard could get in there. Or be deployed in there. Somebody's going to have to help out with the kills, though. Alright, so if she can get here... That still wasn't enough adrenaline? Are you kidding me? Wow. It's going to put her in harm's way. That's goofy. Alright, so if I do this, I can move him over... Marco's kind of got to get in there first. Oh, he's... Six. Iron Lizard, not going to completely... Okay, so I think if he's only got 2 left, we should be okay. Is she going to have enough? If she stands there, yes. But she's also going to take damage. I don't want her taking damage. Let's have Fio move first. Block him over there. Boop. Alright, Iron Lizard here. Oh, Marco's not going to be able to get a shot now because... Well, one of them's not going to be dead then. Yeah, only one of them's going to be dead. Alright, well he may die then that way, and maybe she'll get... Is this thing broken or what? It now did the contribute 3 frags on target. It's not counting the targeted ones. It's counting everybody because she technically contributed to hit there, hit on this one, and a hit on that one. So it's not dead. It's bugged. They don't have the target thing working accurately. Okay. Alright, Marco, do we want you to help out with him? Put you here. Alright, if he runs up... Oh, he's not going to run all the way up, though. Yikes. Theo can still jump back over. Alright, so if she stands here, he's got to move close. Oh, no, she doesn't... He's got to... He can hit from there. Let's not do that. He can't swing from there, though. There we go. He's then got to move that way. Okay, that's a better position. Alright, now he's done. Can he hit through the wall? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I mean, I get the no cover thing. That's like 3... Seems like 3 tiles, though. See ya, jerk. Forgot that one was there. Blech. Guess we'll just hang out over here. Welcome to my island. Regular Falcon's Funhouse over here. Alright, well the bonus thing's met, even though it was indirect on account of a bug. Guess I don't have to do too much else other than survive for 2 more turns. There's no other POW, any other bonus goodies, so there's not really any other benefit other than trying to get challenge stuff met here. I can't do enough with mines. It's like, so I can place one if I get a kill. That's not going to do anything until I got like a wormhole. Can Nadia run around those guys? Not really. Spearman, I think, is the bigger threat here. So he does 5 at range. Could maybe put Marco in a sink position here. If I do this, then he gets 6 damage, but I need somebody else to help out there. We're going to want to take a piece out of her, but whatever. So if she's back over here, she gets the Tesla ammo. Do this. Marco can hit. Now, does it say just his next attack? The next attack. I want the other one to, once Theo goes to attack, here's the one I want that on. That's not, it may not be enough though. If she does this, the next time he's attacked, +4. Marco would get probably a gamble here. +1. 6. Actually, it might work. Alright, so let's start here with Nadia getting the bonus, hitting him, getting synced by Marco. Well, actually, Marco's not even relevant to this hit. Maybe they'll get a bonus out of that anyway. Alright, so if she does this... Oh, it's only +2. Oh, if he gets a 0, bonus action... Oh, that worked out. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I might have lost the chance to use that. Okay. Here we go, Theo. You've been fragilized. Oh, that would work if Marco can give the salvo to somebody else. I don't know if he can give it to a bot or something, but anyway. There we go, he's dead. Wow, he got some serious damage. Hey, what you shoot me for? Okay, and then, actually, if Theo can move out of there, might as well. Can she then do this? Boing. That's cool. You still use that as part of your move. Alright, everybody's decent health. Take a shot. Yeah, seriously, guys? Well, she's gonna get unlimited ammo if I want to do this. He's dead. If Theo does... Wait, you know what? Oh. Is she running out? She's got 1. Can she get 2 adrenaline? 2 adrenaline. She's gonna get blocked though. Can she move him into position? Ah, can't move him far enough. I guess we'll do this. He's dead. We'll have maybe the 3 of them take him out. That's a point reduction for him, I believe. He's still got an extra point there. How about Marco? If Marco's going to sync up... Well, actually, he's still get his action. Actually, you know what? He'll be done. Let's just do this. So that should have reduced Marco to 0 anyway, but he doesn't really even need to do anything. He can just do that. Yeah, and that should be victory. Barely felt it. Yeah, right in the back.
Victory!
Okay, so thus far, I'm not sure if we're just dealing with higher enemy counts, because it seems like their health is primarily similar. They're all level 1s, of course, but I didn't see any difference in their HP or damage output. Now it says I failed. So then I stopped trying because it wasn't keeping track of it anymore. Well, that's just goofy. So the counter got messed up, so therefore it maybe is working behind the scene, but the user interface is wrong. Technology. So 4 and 4, Marco putting in some work. 1 and 3, and then 4 and 1.
You're great.
There we go. Take a rank up, though. Ooh, Perpetual Motion. Was this a recent one? That's interesting. So, each time the unit applies a status to an ally... I don't know how that would work. I mean, it sounds like that could be good, but I'm not sure how that would work yet. So bonus action, bonus move. So that means Marco, in this case it works well because if he uses a 0, he then gets a move in the process as well. That deputy commanders are all around a good one, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for this yet. I do know this is helpful, so let's go with that one. Alright, so field dressing is the healing one. Each time the unit targets an ally with a special action, that ally recovers 2. So by removing a status, then you get +1. So killing spree is pretty good too, but I want to go for the healing one. This is the one I wanted over the other. There we go. There's Wormhole and the Coil Blast. So we've already got Tesla. But Wormhole's important. Coil will have to come later, but we really need Wormhole to get some of these things started. Man, transmissions every time. Ah, the tent mission. Oh, it's not letting me go here. Oh, maybe I can't. That's weird. Oh. Huh? If I don't have to defend her tent, I ain't. So what happens if I don't defend the tent? Defeat the boss and the idols. So this looks like the same map as last time. I wonder if there's... I mean, because of the weirdness of the motion, I don't know if they built as many variations to it. I can't remember. A boss might have been similar. No, Neil's the only one that seemed like it might have been different, but that could just be my memory. Alright, so let's fight Bakar. Seems like that was the same. That's the same as last time. Interesting. Alright, so where are we starting? Down here in the corner. So, from an objective standpoint, I don't think there's really anything... Oh, we got POW. You have to get Nadia over there in a hurry. So we get ammo. We're doing okay on ammo. Nadia does not have starting gun yet, so if I had the ability to place mines, that'd be fantastic, but she needs to get one of these guys killed first. He's got 10 health, so we're starting to get into enemies that would have enough health here. If I put her here, she could technically hit both of those. We're gonna need a synchronization, though. If she's here, she's not gonna hit both. Alright, so let's try to get more out of her. Oop, can she do it? Yeah, she can get there. Marco, see, look, they're hosing us on the adrenaline run this time. I need him to get in a position there. Huh. Alright.
Mission.
Oh, I could have gone the other way. Targeted? Is that what's going on? So that's not going to change. That one doesn't do as much damage. Alright, Fio can get to here. Marco. hypothetically, if we can do this, that's 7. He's not done, though. Marco gave her the extra hits. 2 already. Extra brings it to 3. Plus 2. Yeah. Now he's dead. Okay, there we go. And we're still hitting that for 7. There we go. Extra 2 per hit, I think. Alright, now she's got limited for the moment. Can I get her back to cover? I can. There's less damage. Still got an action? Wait, no. That's gonna be enough to kill him. Do I do that or take the shot? Let's do 6 on... How much did he do? 3. Take the easy shot at the car here. Ooh, that's interesting. And of course, he's running down. 3 on Marco. Oh, just 1. There we go. Oh, does she get 1 hit per idol? That might be why. Okay. Man, so I gotta... I can move anywhere. Can't get close enough to the jumper. Is there no anywhere? I think, yeah, it's up there. He's got the most versatility to take this thing out better. See, Marco could move to here. I thought with both of those. He's got to come down here somehow, and he'll be able to jump down if the other thing is gone. If you take this on by yourself, I don't know. Oh, Marco can't hit from there? So, oh. Why couldn't Marco sync up on that then? That's weird. Okay. She can take a shot at him with this. He's done. Marco's gonna get a reduction. Okay. So if I have to use ammo. can't take the shotgun grenade launcher here. Now Marco can do what exactly? Not a whole lot. This is 0, but I don't... Oh, if I do this, though, then he can get bonus action, bonus move. That's what I kind of want. Yeah, let's see if this works now. Except I can't move far enough to do anything useful, because I can't hit him. Dang it. Move him into cover. Okay, nope. And I'm not going to get any adrenaline out of it either. Okay, well that was a waste. And just all I did was get him to move a tile. Oh well. Yikes. Well, I don't know. You're asking me? I don't know what it does. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ouch. That's what I get for not moving. So switch to fire. Oh, come on. Couldn't have known that was going to happen. It just went from full health down to 0. That changes things. Bring Marco back. Can he move? Yeah, you can make it back to here. Should I have done that or gone further to cover? Let's actually go to cover. Oh, you can't make it to cover. So if anybody's got to come for him, you gotta do that. So if he goes here, he's still alive. If he goes here, he's dead, but he'll be coming in. Theo's got to move in order to do any healing here. He's got to help out with... Oh, I didn't give her the healing one. Because I gotta do the action thing. Okay, I can move him into cover. Nadia probably help out with this guy though. So if Marco gets a shot first... bring it down enough. Nadia's got to do this. Oh, I just did that wrong. Take the damage. Alright, now he's done. Now, Marco, ooh, what this? Yeah, let's get rid of 2 of you idiots. Versus using the ammo. Bye. Alright, now Theo can move him. Alright, now Theo can move some more, but I don't think it does anything for adrenaline, so I'll just go here. Stand behind the explosive mine. Good idea. Now actually, I'm going to be set up for shots next time. Okay. She's going to lock on everybody still. Nadia's hurting. This guy's a problem if he comes for her, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, he's not going to be able to make it to her. Alright. That's as good as it's going to get. Going on here? Alright, need Nadia to make it up to here. Get him.
Thank you.
And then where is this going to take me? Somewhere far away. What's his range? Alright, as long as I stay clear of him. Not really anywhere she's gonna get a shot. Get close enough to maybe put the Iron Lizard down. So the Iron Lizard range is about 3 tiles out, maybe 4. Oh, you know what? I might be able to get close enough. So let's do this. Drop to here. Bust out the lizard. Ooh, get as far as we can. Lizard move to here. Oh wait, oh it's gonna die anyway. How does Theo get so much just by running here? That's a 3. She's got the grenade launcher though, so put Marco closer. Well, actually, Marco can hit from here. Could shoot over his head, I believe. That's 7. Well, Theo's not going to get the hit off the start here, so I think if this guy starts, there's 7, and then Marco can go twice. His other thing down too. Still can't use it now. He can't sink though. That's 6. That's 4. If Theo were to move, she doesn't have the adrenaline anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, Alright, so let's go 2 hits here. Keep burning through my ammo or not. Let's save the ammo. Okay. Well, she might be in trouble if they come for her. We'll find out. That's it. Back to the dog heads. So apparently those all change. So dog heads are the targeting, birds are the waves. Yep. Can I drop her on this one? Ooh, it's getting ugly in here. Cover, ain't no cover. I gotta see if I can take her out. Marco can get 6 by 5 from running over here. So she could possibly get to here. I'm gonna Marco go first though. She could also drop another mine. She can't reach the other one. She does this bonus action. Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think the mines activate the same way, though. Alright, there's 13. They are synced up. I need to do another 10 between the two of them. Bring her back to here, fire a grenade over, but then she can't shoot through. It's 9. This is infinite. Might as well use it. There's 13. Alright, Marco, though, still needs... He's not going to get extra... Well, this becomes his attack if I do it this way. +1 hit. An extra 3, I would need to be able to do 7 with Theo. Can Theo even do 7? Theo can't. She can go 4. I think it'd be... She could do lock on though. Question is, does lock on do anything helpful? So let's say I do this and do this. Doesn't work on bosses. Okay. That doesn't help. What if she leads? That's 11. Need 12 left. Marco would get the bonus. She could do hers by herself, would be another 8. I think we got it. I guess we'll just run it out. So let's lead with the grenades. Okay, so there's the synchronization. So hers is 8, and then Marco should have his action now. Apply to himself. We need to do a bonus move after. There's 6, yeah, we got it. No bonus, though. And Nadia can finish. Not an ideal run considering the bonus is a little out. Got the XP for Nadia, though. Since she's the challenge focus. And we got hosed by the glitch. Alright, so 4 and 6, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. So Marco leading the way. And we had to use 1 reinforcement for him. Ooh, choices here. Oof. So this brings the cost down, increases the range, increases the damage. That's, so getting threefold stat upgrade. This increases the range, does not decrease the cost, does not increase the damage. So that's not as beneficial unless you're trying to get to 3, which it's not showing 3 on the side there. But for her, though, to get... See, I think this is where the damage difference is. Yeah, see, it only does 4. Let's see, self-destruct 1 on this one. Well, anyway. So so it's either Tactical Strike or Iron Lizard, but considering we're trying to get her leveled up, everything we can do for increasing durability here. So extra health point for the lizard. This is helpful, but let's do that. So she didn't quite roll over even with the XP bonus, though. Nothing more than a vile, shameful, putricious Asian world government. Okay. Official titles major. Leisurely stroll of history. Uh-huh. Alright, so we took her out within the very first map. We didn't have to hunt her that time. Hunt her down that time. Alright, so I think we'll leave it there. We'll pick up, dive right into a boss fight next time. And we escaped without having to defend Margaret's tent. Okay. That is enough for one night.
Metal Slug.
Tactics. Alright, so that shall do it for around the Hyperstream this evening. So thanks to Call to Stealth and Chairman for hanging out for a bit on Twitch, and thanks to everybody that's been lurking or watching on the replay. We'll be back tomorrow for some Tomb Raider. Probably do a little bit more deep dive into some of the things I mentioned top of the show. But mostly a normal week this week. Wildcard Wednesday will probably be the same, and not necessarily the same game, but Wildcard, and then don't have anything on the radar to hopefully punt on Stealth Inc. this week. So, like I said, should be normal. That'll do it for now. Have a fantastic one. We'll see you soon.